All right, it's breakfast time. Today I'm gonna make my waffle recipe where I make a whole bunch of waffles that are primarily made of whole wheat flour and oats. And I just make this in a nice big batch, and I just eat what I'm gonna eat for the day, and the rest go in the freezer. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to use my perfect blend because I have to have everything done to the T, to the dotted I, because I'm on a low calorie strict diet plan. And so I thought this would be a neat thing to show because I'm going to be using my 4000 old school machine with Perfect Blend app and the scale, which you can get for about, I got mine for, I think it was on sale for like $79 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, can't really remember, but you can get these refurbished, these scales every now and then for a good price. So, it's worth it. It's worth every single penny once you learn how to use the scale and the software. This is basically to show, I don't have to have the new smart Vitamix machines to use Perfect Blend. It's a nice thing to use new school stuff with old school stuff. And I'm kind of hungry, so I'm just gonna get going on it. It's real simple recipe. I just use this because I have to have everything in precise quantities. So it's gonna be my waffle recipe. Each serving is gonna be 230 calories, and we're gonna make that. Okay. All right, place on the scale. Well, how about I turn it on? Okay, scale is on. All right, hold on a sec. I gotta connect to my scale. This is a little bit of a bug where I have to turn Bluetooth off and on, and it'll connect. Okay, it's connected. It says pour on there. Okay, I know I'm connected. Let's try that again. Blend. Yes, calibrate the scale, please. All right, prep. Let's put the container on the scale and it'll detect it. Okay. Skim milk, 9.27 fluid ounces. I have no idea exactly how much that is, but I don't have to worry about it. Scale will do it for me. It says skim milk on there, but I have 1%. They're pretty close in calories, so we're gonna go with that. Nice. That's our first ingredient. Okay. I'm also gonna turn on my waffle maker. Get that preheated. I have a wearing commercial waffle maker. I'll show that to you in a minute. 1 egg. You need an egg. Stuff falling out of my refrigerator. Okay. 1 egg. $67 calories. Honey. Have that over here. I have my ingredients off to the side, already set up. They're not pre-measured. I'm just grabbing them as they are in the containers. So honey, it's about half a fluid ounce. The Perfect Blend is such a good tool because it's so easy to over or underestimate how much actual food you're putting into a recipe, and you could over or undershoot your calories or whatever your goals are for that recipe. And canola oil. I use vegetable oil. It's about the same. I really don't care. Okay, look at that. Just that little bit, 135 calories. Just that little bit. When you overshoot oil, oh boy. That shoots your calories up so much and you don't even realize it. Okay, rolled oats, 160 grams. Okay. 160 grams. That is not a lot of the oats in the container, and that's 600 calories. That's a lot. People underestimate how calorie dense oats are, and flours and all that. That it's very easy to overshoot. And you wonder why. It's like, oh, why can't I lose weight? Well, it's because some foods are very, very calorie dense. Baking powder. I use baking powder. It's asking for whole wheat flour now. Whole wheat flour, 1 cup. All right, just that amount of flour is 400 calories. This is also great, this perfect blend, because you don't really have to get out measuring stuff, too many of them anyway, and have to dirty all these things in the kitchen. That's just more cleanup to do. You just pour it right in with the perfect blend. Okay, it says to blend it. I actually want to add a little bit of vanilla flavor to my waffles. This is an imitation, so it's made of water and alcohol and some artificial flavor, so it really has no calories. That's why I just add it. Doesn't affect anything. Okay, it says blend until mixed. Take this off, put it on the machine, put the action dome in place. I love that, the action dome. Low speed, just mix it up. And everything is mixed. Let's see here. Alrighty. Now I kind of let that sit a little bit because what I want is the oats to actually kind of soak up all the liquid, and it kind of gets it firms up some, and then that'll be ready to go inside my waffle maker. So now we blended that and transfer everything to the waffle iron. So right now this whole batch that I've made inside the machine is 1,365 calories. That's about 6 waffles. I measure them out to 6 waffles. They don't always come out as a complete Belgian waffle in the waffle maker. Sometimes they come out a little bit shorter, and that's just the way it is. You know, I have to watch myself. Is if I eat you know, something that's this big, I'm just gonna overshoot my calories. And I can't even eat a whole waffle in one sitting. Actually, I have to eat half a waffle because I put peanut butter on it with honey, and if I eat any more than that, I overshoot my calories. So this is how I do it, and I have waffles for several days. And this is thickening up pretty good. It's a nice batter here. It's not quite thickened up 100%, so I'm still just going to let it sit for a minute. And I will show, that's basically all I have to do on that. Let me just show some of the waffle part of it. Okay. Now this is a waffle recipe. It just says my waffles because this is a recipe that I made in the perfect blend from scratch. At first, it's a little bit of a pain to figure out how to do it, but once you figure out how to do it, it's like, oh, okay, it's easy. I was confused for a while on transferring things to different containers, and they kept telling me, "Oh, you got an error. You got to use this container." Blah blah blah. So it's you know, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, it's so easy to use. It's so helpful. It's definitely worth its weight. Okay, so let's see. What's my serving size on this? Serving size is 4 fluid ounces. Yeah, calories. Okay. Alrighty. Now I am going to. This makes 3 cups of batter, and this is a 2-cup. You know what? Forget about it. Forget this. I'm just gonna get my measuring cup, because then I'm just winging it in that aspect. What I should have done is had to be able to pour some of the batter into this on the perfect blend, and I just realized that that's a better idea than doing what I'm doing. See, it thickened up real good. And we're looking for 1 cup of batter. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should have just been able to put a container on here and measure out my servings. But okay, whatever. That's something to edit later. All right. And I just spray down my waffle maker a little bit. I don't want anything to stick. I just pour my contents on there. Pour that in there as much as possible. Okay. Bake it up. Like I said, wearing commercial waffle maker. This thing will make a waffle in like less than a minute. I bought this years ago after I've seen the commercial waffle makers at hotels. I always loved the breakfast buffets at a good hotel, and I would always go to the waffle machine and make the little batter there and make my breakfast with the scrambled eggs and all that stuff. So I was like, man, I really want one of these machines. I mean, you can get one of the like the ones that sell in the store. They're okay, but this thing is so fast. And it will beep once my waffle is ready. And I need a plate, because these first waffles, I put them right into the freezer, so then they're ready for another day. I mean, this beats making buying the Eggo waffle stuff, or pre-made waffles. They're just not good for you, and they make it, they advertise like, oh, these things are so good, and it's so, it's a part of a complete breakfast. That stuff's junk food. Make it yourself. You got a Vitamix, make it yourself, or whatever. You got a Ninja or whatever. Just make it yourself. You get the machine. It's only a few ingredients. Or if you get the perfect blend, you can make whatever recipe you can dream of. Look at that. See, it's ready. Flip it back over. Look at that. Like I said, it's not going to be 100% complete, but oh my God, that's hot. But that's just the way it is. I got to measure everything out. So this one, I throw right into the freezer. Do not pass go. That's for another day. Okay. I'm gonna get some more of this batter. Where's my... I didn't even grab my spatula. That's what I want. Got my little Vitamix spatula. That helps with the this thick batter. These waffles are just so good. Especially with a little bit of peanut butter and peanut butter and honey on top of it with some coffee. Oh, so good. Let's pour that on there. Normally I have this waffle maker sideways so I can open it all the way. Get everything out of there. I'm trying not to block the camera either so you can see. Next. And while that is cooking, put my last bit of batter in here. And that's how I make my waffles for the next few days. I eat waffles every day. I love them. I like pancakes. I love pancakes, actually. I really don't have any real preference. But I just like to make the waffles because it's so fast. It's just one giant waffle. The waffle machine is so easy to clean. It's non-stick. Whereas with a pan, I would have to... yeah, nice. I'd have to flip, and you know, it'd probably be about 9 pancakes rather than 3 waffles. So this is less work, it's faster, it's easier. Alrighty, I'm still on the transfer contents to the waffle iron step. So I was supposed to advance that and be cook as specified for 1 minute. I have a timer there, but you know, I don't really need the timer because I have the machine. I just put it in there. And this one should be almost done. So yeah, this is good. Oh, there it goes. This is good, especially if you have, you know, a good sized family, you know what I mean? You got kids and whatever, and you know, this is a fun breakfast to make along with them. And you get everything nice, hot, and fresh. Really a fun time. Look at that. Oh, that one actually came out full size. Nice. Straight into the freezer. It's hot. All right, nice. That one was cosmetically accurate. Unplug my machine there. I just don't want to turn my spatula into confetti. I really shouldn't have put it in there, but I wasn't really thinking. All right. Like I said, I usually don't have this waffle machine in this looking like this. I'm just doing it for the video. You get to listen to my yammering of my really bad how-to instructions. But we're having fun. All right, that's the last waffle. And that's the one I'm gonna eat. A little bit of batter there. Oh my God, the batter. Yeah, it's good. Don't eat the batter, you're gonna get sick. No, you ain't. Rinse this out. Alrighty, rinse out my spatula. Another thing too about making these waffles, if you do it in advance, make an ice cream, like a vanilla ice cream in advance, where you just make the ice cream, put them in bowls or whatever, and throw them in the freezer and then make this stuff, oh, then you can have a la mode. Real nice when you have a Vitamix, it's just the possibilities of all these fun things you can make. It's so good. And that's my waffle. It is done. That's good right there. I'm just gonna clean my machine for a split second while that is still cooking. Plug it in. This is just something I do. I unplug it a lot. That stupid breaker again. That breaker sucks. Alright, so that's clean. I'll dump it out later. Alright, next we're going to transfer contents to a serving container, which I'm not really going to do. So I'm going to serve that. It's going to detect my plate. Okay. And this is where you're going to count your calories here. Get out there. This is going to be kind of tricky. Yeah. This is 4 fluid ounces, which we're trying to get 200 and some odd calories. That's 300 calories. I generally eat only half of this. That's 142 calories, so it's not enough. 215 calories. 300. Okay, so this is going to be a 300 calorie waffle. I was looking for 260, but 40 calories extra. I can compensate by taking away some of the peanut butter, because I put peanut butter on it plus honey. So I can take away a little bit of the peanut butter just to kind of compensate for the amount of calories. That's basically it. So the reason why there's a variation in calories is sometimes, you know, when you have when you transfer contents from one container to another, sometimes there's either losses or sometimes, you know, there's a little bit extra. Like when I had the measuring cup, I had a little bit, I scraped a little bit of the sides, so just that little bit was enough to bump 40 calories extra into this last waffle. Okay, so I can track that serving if I want to into like Apple whatever Health or something. It only works on a phone, not the iPad, but you know, you can track all your nutrition for the day on the phone if you use the phone instead of the instead of this. I would show you that, but that's what I'm recording with. But this particular serving was 300 calories, 7 grams fat, sodium is 215 milligrams, carbohydrate 49 grams, sugar is 7 grams, fiber 6 grams, and protein is 11 grams. That's a pretty good waffle. I know what's in it. You watch me put stuff in it. It's not out of a box with preservatives and none of the junk. It tastes way better than that frozen junk. So yeah, this is the way I do my waffles. All right, next. Finish, enjoy your waffles. I will do just that. Oh, 230 calories is what I was looking for. So I'm 70 calories extra. So maybe I should take one of these quarts out, one of these slices out. In fact, that's what I'll do. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take one of these slices out and put it in the freezer. And that'll be just an extra piece. That's what you gotta do when you're watching your calories. You gotta know what exactly you're eating in what quantities. All right, so that's done. And this was like 215 calories, right? Because I took one slice off, and it should have been 215 calories, and that's good. And okay, so we don't need this anymore. We can disable that. I'll just close it. So the way I'm going to finish off my waffle, my coffee is already done, is I'm going to get my peanut butter. And I don't have fresh peanut butter. Oh my God, I actually have a store-bought peanut butter. But this is kind of the lesser of the evils. Yeah, this is Skippy Natural. With it's a creamy peanut butter with, you don't need to stir it because you know, magic, whatever. But no, what they use is the ingredients for the natural creamy Skippy peanut butter is roasted peanuts, sugar. That's what I have a problem with. I never put sugar in my peanut butter, but they do. That's just what they do to make it taste good. I don't like sugar. That's why I don't like store-bought stuff, but I don't often get bulk peanuts. But I do now. That's going to be my next video. I'm going to make a homemade peanut butter. It's going to be way better than this. But anyway, roasted peanuts, sugar, palm oil, and salt. So palm oil is the secret to this no-stir peanut butter. They take palm oil because at room temperature, it's like a semi-solid or solid. So when you open this, you're gonna see like this, the peanut butter has kind of like a shine to it. That's like the natural oil of the peanuts, and the palm oil is the stuff that's binding it all together. So like if they didn't have the palm oil, this would be like one of those regular peanut butters that you see that have the peanuts settle on the bottom and a layer of oil on top. So this is kind of the lesser of the evils, but it's still not good. I still rather just make it myself in the Vitamix. It's so much better. And so much better for you. Okay, enough yammering. Zero that out because I'm gonna put my peanut butter on there. Get my knife and fork here. Also gonna get my honey on there. So 215 calories. And I put generally half a serving of peanut butter on there. So that's 1 tablespoon. Serving size is 2 tablespoons, which is 32 grams. And now you can't go by, oh, it's, 2 tablespoons, just put 2 tablespoons. It's not actually that accurate. You have to go by the weight. The weight is the most important. And I'm going to show you just how little 1 tablespoon is, half a serving of this. So I already included my measurements. My scale is already taken into account the weight of the knife and the fork. So that way when I lay it on there, it's an accurate measurement. I can't even get all that. Well, let's see what this does. Okay, so that by itself is 10 grams. So that's almost a tablespoon in itself. This is going to be hard to spread out, but that's just the way it is. The good thing is the waffle itself tastes good. So the peanut butter is just kind of like the extra. 17 grams. Okay, so I'm 1 gram over, but that's not really going to kill me. I could sit here all morning and try to be super precise with it. I'm not going to go to that level of detail. 17.2 grams worth of peanut butter. So that's about half. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with 0 to scale and I'm gonna put my honey on there. And I put generally 10 grams on there, and that is, I think 21 grams is the serving, and that's 60 calories. So we're gonna put about 30 calories on here. 2, 3, 6, 9.6. Let's go for the 10. Can we get 10? 10.4. Oh my God. All right, that's it. That is my waffle. I do this every morning. Even with the ones that are frozen, I weigh them, and I weigh the peanut butter and the honey that go on it, just so I can get my accurate calorie count for the day, at least for that meal. And then I do the same thing with all of my meals throughout the day, and then I total them up, and that's my calorie expenditure. So that is how you use the Perfect Blend app with the old school Vitamix. Nice classic old school machine with the modern digital stuff of today. So that's it. This is a long video just to make waffles, but I'm just showing you how I do it and how the Perfect Blend scale is extremely good, how you can have fun making the waffles with your family from scratch with an old school Vitamix that you can get for the price of a brand new like Ninja or something. Like I said to people when they ask me, it's like, oh, I've seen a Ninja on TV. I'm like, if you don't have one of those machines, like if somebody gifts you one of those machines, just use it until it dies. But if you're gonna actually buy something, you could just get one of these old school Vitamixes. They got 40 years old, but they'll run circles around a Ninja, and and then you can see what I can do with it. I've had several videos, and I still have more videos to come out. And like I said, you know, for the price of one of those, just get one of these. It'll run circles in performance, and it'll still outlast it. But there are people that, you know, have those machines and they like them. So it's like, you know, if you have it, you know, stick with it and just use it until it dies. And at least you know that there is an alternative out there. You know, just go on eBay and get one of these machines. These things are fantastic, and just do what I show you how to do. And that's it. All right, so I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast because I'm hungry, and this video is way too long. Bye-bye.